Is there anything about your genetic code that would ever make you change your mind or change reproductive decisions for yourself in any way?
Well, in the Jewish community, Tay-Sachs is an issue. I don't know how many people are aware of that.
And just really quick, can you tell us what Tay-Sachs is?
Tay-Sachs is in the same family as Gaucher's disease, which is one of the diseases that I have. It's a lipid storage disease. And in Tay-Sachs babies, the lipid accumulates in the brain, and the baby dies within a short period of time. And they, under 2 years old usually, typically. And there is no treatment. And it's pretty much eradicated because either people don't marry who are pre-tested before. I'm talking about the Orthodox Jewish community, where people are tested before marriage and they wouldn't have an abortion. So it prevents two people who carry that mutation from getting married and having a child who would die.
Which is interesting, because in my community, we come into the union knowing full well what our options are, and many still go through with it.
Now, this is interesting because Tay-Sachs is a recessive trait,
Right,
and
right.
achondroplasia is a dominant trait, which means that in the Tay-Sachs world, being a carrier means you're not affected. Whereas in the case of achondroplasia, if you're a carrier, it means you are affected. You're affected as a carrier. So I'm interested to hear these sort of slightly different perspectives here on the ability to sort of think and plan.
Well, with a Tay-Sachs baby, the baby is going to die. I mean, that's the story today. I don't know if that will be the case in the future. I never knew that I was a Tay-Sachs carrier until now, and I'm not having any more children. And my husband would have to be a carrier as well. But there are people in the Jewish community who would test maybe at 11 weeks, I don't know what the right timing is, to test for any genetic diseases or any situations. And I guess it's a decision at that time of what to do.
I think I just, based on the information I already have, nothing would affect. It's kind of, at this point, because of the results that I have from 23andMe, nothing would really impact my decision to have children. It's more of my wife works in biology, and it's really fun doing the Punnett squares between our possibilities of what kids are. Fun for her, I think. But so yeah, I can't speak for if something were there. I don't know what I would do. It's kind of one of those things that I think you have to cross that bridge
When you get there.
And it's impossible to predict how different, if things had been different, I don't know how it would have affected anything.